Before you unsubscribe, I am still vegan. This video is not a coming out as no longer vegan video. It is more a why I hate being vegan video. Even though I am vegan and I have been vegan for the past like 5 or 6 years and it's completely my choice to be vegan, there are still certain things that I find really frustrating about this lifestyle, and I just wanted to go on here and talk about it. For those of you who are vegan, I hope and I'm sure that a lot of you, if not all of you, can relate to a lot of the things that I'm going to say. And if you are not vegan, I do not want this video to deter you from going vegan at all. Obviously, part of being vegan is that you want to spread the message. Everyone has their own certain preference or way of doing that. For me, I kind of like to just lead by example. I don't like to be preachy or pushy about anything. I think that everyone is on their own journey and, you know, not everyone is going to be vegan, and that's okay. I'm not one to tell anyone else how to live. I don't want this video to deter you from being vegan, but I do want it to show you the realistic side of veganism, because I think, especially here on YouTube and just all over social media, like social media does, it shows the highlights and really romanticizes pretty much everything to make it seem perfect and amazing and wonderful and flawless, and that is not realistic. There are things about veganism that are frustrating and annoying, and it's not always that easy, and it's not always just, oh, you know, like you get used to it. I've been vegan for 5 years and there's still things that I find frustrating. I don't want this video to come off as like, oh my gosh, like veganism is so hard. I don't want to come off as like just, you know, complaining, and obviously I'm completely aware that being vegan is 100% my decision, my choice, and I do it for ethical reasons, but that doesn't mean that there aren't still things that bother me. So anyways, I'm just going to be sharing with you the realistic side of veganism, the side that's not sugar-coated, the things that a lot of vegans, especially on YouTube and Instagram, don't talk about. Let's just get into it. I haven't done one of these videos where I just sit down and talk for a while, so I'm just gonna kind of ramble. Without further ado, let's get into this video. So the first thing that I want to address about veganism that I find frustrating, and probably the biggest thing that I find frustrating, and I think that other people, other vegans might not have the exactly same feelings towards this. I think it's primarily because I have like an online presence, but even so, I think even if you don't, you can still relate. It is the labeling and kind of like the title that you get, and you get put into this category, whether you want to be in it or not, of a vegan. It becomes a defining word that describes who you are, and I know that a lot of people probably don't have a problem with this. And when I first went vegan, I was so into the label. I really wanted to be part of this kind of community, especially because when I went vegan, it was, you know, like around the time with when veganism was just really on the rise, especially in people my age. When I was like 16 years old, that's when so many, especially like YouTubers and influencers, became vegan, and it became this really popular kind of trendy thing to do. So many of those people are not even vegan anymore, which kind of goes to show that it really was just kind of a whole trend, or people were just really misinformed about the nutrition, and everything was just very skewed. The information was misleading. I loved the title. I loved the label. In fact, when I started my YouTube channel, I began it because I had gone vegan and I wanted to help spread the message and help other people personally in my life, help them, you know, like show them how to make banana ice cream and show them like what I get at the farmer's market or what I eat in a day. So I did it because people in my personal life were actually like asking me, like were interested in it, and I was like, you know, I'm just gonna make a video in case anyone else wants to know how to do this. And I wasn't an expert, and I was sharing misleading information as well. And anyways, I loved the title. And I started this platform solely as a vegan platform. You know, I was a vegan influencer, a vegan YouTuber. My Instagram was, you know, in my bio it said vegan, and it actually has said that just up until like a month ago. I took out the word vegan in my bio because I don't want it to be who I am. Like, of course, I'm so proud of being vegan. I love being vegan, but it's come to the point where I'm like, for example, my friend told me that someone was talking to her about YouTube the other day, and she mentioned that she had a friend, me, who's a YouTuber, and the girl asked her like, oh, like what does she make videos about? And my friend told her like, oh, she's like a vegan YouTuber. And when she said that, I was like I mean, I don't even, like, it's just frustrating because, yes, I am a vegan. I follow a vegan lifestyle, but it's like, it's what I eat and it's the lifestyle I choose to live, but it's not everything that I am. I mean, I love fashion, I love travel, I love environmentalism and sustainability, and like I'm passionate about so many things, and veganism is one of them, but it's also not all of them. At the end of the day, it's an ethical decision that I made, but also it is just the way that I eat and the way that I live, but it's not the only way that I live, if that makes sense. And I think it's primarily frustrating for me because on this platform, I still notice that the videos that have to do with food on this channel, especially like what I eat in a day videos and kind of any sort of veganish related videos, always get the most amount of views. And to be honest, I feel like I put in a lot more effort in my other videos, and I'm even more so passionate about my other videos that I make, and they just don't get as much recognition. And I'm not sure if it's because I still have so many subscribers who subscribed when I first started my channel. When they subscribed, it was a vegan channel, and so of course, like, since they subscribed wanting to see vegan videos, they like primarily only watch my vegan related videos. I have no idea like exactly the reason why. I just feel like I have a lot more to offer. I feel like I'm just so much more than a vegan. So that is like the most frustrating part, and I'm sure you can relate if you are vegan, just like the title. Like and there's like that stereotype, of course, you see like memes all over the internet on like the stereotype of if someone's a vegan, the first thing they want to tell you is that they're vegan. Honestly, I find that as soon as somebody knows you're vegan, they introduce you, or like they want to tell everyone that you're vegan. I don't want people to know until like it's necessary, but it's just the way that I eat. It's not this huge deal. It's not who I am. It's just part of my lifestyle. I just wish that I wasn't put in this box because it makes me feel very restricted. And I know that it's all just like, you know, it's not like real, whatever. It's like what people define you as doesn't really matter, and like it only matters like what you kind of define yourself as. But at the same time, especially being on this platform, it is frustrating. I wish that I was recognized as just a creator and not by my lifestyle, if that makes sense. Okay, so that was like the main thing that I have that I'm like frustrated with being vegan. Another thing that gets frustrating being vegan, and you do get used to it, but at the same time, it's still annoying. There's still moments where I'm like, ugh, like, you know, I'm just like, why? So frustrating. It is the social aspect of it. Like I said, I've been vegan for a while. I am very used to a lot of the times going to a restaurant and honestly not really having an option of something to eat. You know, you have to eat fries or you have to kind of pick apart the menu, and by the time you make it vegan, it's just like a plate of vegetables. It's my decision to be vegan. If I really, really, really wanted to like just eat what is on the menu, I could easily do that. But obviously my morals and ethical standpoint don't permit me to do that, or I don't permit myself to do that, if that makes sense. But I'm gonna give an example. I went out to breakfast with my brother and his wife and my nieces a couple weeks ago when I was in Colorado. Now, of course, I live in Southern California, in San Diego, a very vegan-friendly city, a very vegan-friendly, progressive area in general. I am beyond grateful and lucky to live in a place where there are so many vegan options. I can pretty much go into any grocery store, any restaurant here, and at least have one vegan option, if not multiple. There are tons of all vegan restaurants in the surrounding area. When I was in Colorado, it was Colorado Springs, by the way, not like Boulder or Denver, where there's probably tons more vegan restaurants, but obviously Colorado, and I'm assuming as you continue going more towards the Midwest, it's a lot different. Not as progressive in terms of that lifestyle. But anyways, we were going out to breakfast, and I find breakfast places to be the hardest to find vegan options, by the way, unless you just want like an acai bowl or a fruit bowl of fruit. But I was like, you know what? I think I'll be able to find something, or at least make something work. I was like, if anything, I just want hash browns. I wanted like breakfast potatoes so bad. I just wanted like hash browns or something, and I was like, they're probably just cooked in oil. So anyways, we went to the restaurant, and my brother and his wife, they all ordered like these really nice pancakes, and I was looking at the menu, and they had one vegan option, and it was in the like healthy, you know, low carb, low fat, whatever diet section of the menu, and it was a Buddha bowl, and I was like, that isn't really what I want for breakfast. So I saw they had a breakfast burrito, and after kind of assessing it, I realized I could take out a couple of the ingredients in the breakfast burrito and switch them out for like hash browns and tofu and avocado or whatever. So I was talking to the waitress, and I, you know, asked her, I was like, yeah, I'm vegan, like, could I switch this out for hash browns, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, oh, well, the hash browns are actually cooked in butter. And I was like, oh, okay, totally fine. And then I saw that they had avocado toast that had like feta cheese on it. I was like, oh, can I get the avocado toast without the cheese? And she said, all of our bread actually has dairy in it. And I was like, all of your bread? Like even the tortillas? And she's like, yep. And I was like, okay. I was like, I'll just get the Buddha bowl then. Keep in mind, Buddha bowl is one of, if not the most expensive item on the menu. More expensive than the pancakes, more expensive than the breakfast burrito, more expensive than the French toast. So I get the Buddha bowl, and it's literally like maybe half a cup of quinoa, cooked quinoa, but like plain, with uncooked carrots, spinach, tomatoes, and avocado. And then it had some marinated tofu, which was the only part of the bowl that had flavoring in it. It was something I could have made in 2 minutes because pretty much nothing was cooked. Something that probably would have cost me like probably not even $3 to make, and it cost like 15 bucks. And my brother and his wife were like eating these delicious looking pancakes, like drenched in maple syrup. And I mean, even my niece had like a fluffy pancake in front of her, and she's like 2, and I'm like, why do I do this to myself? But also like, you know, it was still food. Like, first world problems, hello, I'm privileged as fuck. Like, I live in Southern California, I'm just being a baby, and here I am on YouTube complaining about it. But I just don't want to sugarcoat what veganism is. And obviously not every experience is like that, but a lot of the time when you go out to restaurants, it's like you're like hanging out with your friends and like, oh, like let's just go through like the In-N-Out drive-through, and like In-N-Out fries are the best fries ever. But of course, like that's pretty much the only thing you can get on the menu if you're vegan. And it's like, sometimes it's just frustrating because you're not going to be that person who's like, hey, let's actually not go to In-N-Out where it's like $2 burgers. Let's go to Veggie Grill where it's like $11 burgers, and you have to like sit down at this restaurant and you're gonna force all of you guys to eat vegan with me. No one's gonna want to do that. That's not gonna happen, and you don't want to be that person, so you just kind of like, I'll just have fries, like whatever. But it's still frustrating, especially in social situations. You know, if you're going to like a party, like a birthday party or some sort of event where you're invited and you don't get a say in what's on the menu because it's like, hello, someone invited you. Like, you're not going to be that person that's like, excuse me, can you please make sure there's something vegan on your menu? You know, like you're just going to go there and enjoy yourself and hope that at least there's like something you can eat. But it's just, you want to, because eating is a very social thing. And when you can't fully enjoy your food with the people who are like having these delicious meals, and you're over there eating like a plate of fries with ketchup, which fries are great by the way, but you know what I mean, like you want to enjoy what they're enjoying. It's just frustrating. And again, it's totally my choice. If I really wanted to eat a delicious In-N-Out burger, I could do that. No one's stopping me. But I just want, yeah, I don't want to sugarcoat it. This is the the reality of veganism, of being vegan. Even like the leather thing, or like cruelty-free things, like shopping for anything, you always have to check the ingredients, which isn't a bad thing, by the way. You should know what you're putting in on your body, inside your body. It's good to be aware, but at the same time, it's like, if you just like need something, like you need a certain salad dressing or a certain sauce, and you go to the store and it's like every single one of them has like something in it you can't have. For example, I was like at Trader Joe's the other day looking for Thai curry sauces, or like Indian curry or some sort of curry sauce, and it all had like dairy in it, and I was like, ugh, guess I'm not having curry tonight. Yes, you can make your own sauce, but I'm terrible at making, like replicating any type of like Asian dishes where they taste authentic. So not that Trader Joe's curry sauce is like close to being an authentic Thai cuisine flavor, but you know what I mean. Sometimes you don't want to make your own sauce. You just want to buy a sauce in a jar that's vegan. I don't want to drive all the way to Whole Foods, which is literally like a 40-minute drive for me. I just want the convenience. And again, I live in Southern California. Obviously there's people who literally live in like, I don't know, somewhere where it's way less accessible to be vegan, and here I am complaining, but you know what I'm saying. And I'm not expecting the world to like cater to me at all, but it's just the reality of this lifestyle. Even like buying things that have leather in them, it's like you see these really nice boots and you're like, I would love those boots, but also I don't want to contribute to the like innocent murdering of animals. You know what I mean? You don't want to contribute to the mistreatment of animals, but also I want those dang boots, but your ethics outweigh your desire to have that thing, I guess. Same with like cruelty-free things. You just want to go down to like your local drugstore and like pick up the cheapest mascara or whatever, but it like isn't cruelty-free. Anyways, I guess that's all I wanted to say. If you're not vegan, like I said, I hope this doesn't deter you from being vegan. Veganism, like going vegan, choosing to go vegan, has been one of the best decisions I've ever made. I don't regret it at all. I love being vegan. Obviously, if I didn't, I wouldn't be vegan. But like I said, it's not just all sunshine and rainbows like everything you see on Instagram or social media. It's not all like, ooh, like yummy vegan fried chicken burgers and acai bowls and like like all this stuff. Sometimes it's like a soggy plate of fries that you have to eat because there's literally nothing else to eat on the menu. Or it's like dissecting every single potential meal on the menu until it's like just like 3 ingredients left and you still have to pay full price for it, even though it's literally something that should cost like $1. That's what veganism is. Not all the time. Sometimes it is like a nice, juicy, delicious vegan burger or like nice vegan meals that you make that are healthy and like you feel great and you have a lot of energy, but sometimes you don't. Sometimes you get sick and sometimes it's like you gotta figure out, you gotta take the B12 supplements, you gotta make sure you're getting all the vitamins, you gotta make sure you're eating enough. Like it's a lot more effort to be vegan than it is to like not be, obviously. Which is like how anything goes when you care enough to change your lifestyle. Like you wanna save the world, so you wanna be like sustainable. Obviously you're gonna have to like go out of your way to do things that aren't going to be convenient, but in the long run are going to be better for you and the planet. So, you know what I'm saying. Okay, I'm not going to complain anymore because like I said, I freaking love being vegan. It has been one of the best decisions of my life. I'm planning on continuing to be vegan for as long as I can in my life. Anyways, if you can relate to any of these things that I said in the video, then great. And if you aren't vegan but are considering being vegan, I hope this video didn't stop you from considering it. I hope that you will still, you know, have a vegan meal every now and then, or like try your best to go vegan, or like take those baby steps to go vegan. Also, I hope that you don't mind me not posting so many vegan videos and actually like trying to branch out and like posting beauty related and like travel and vlogs and fashion related videos, because I'm passionate about so many things. So I hope that you understand where I'm coming from, why I'm not making so many vegan videos and like not labeling myself as a vegan 24/7 and like, you know what I mean? I know that the last video I uploaded was literally like a vegan recipe video, but just know that I want this channel to go in a different direction. I want it to keep being more creative and like pushing the boundaries and doing more things that I'm passionate about. So please stay tuned if you would like to see videos that aren't necessarily vegan related, but are still like fun and cool and about like other things. So anyways, thank you so much for watching if you did actually watch this whole video, and I will see you in the next video, I hope, if you didn't unsubscribe. And if you didn't unsubscribe because you weren't already subscribed, make sure you subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.